So we're now down here on the playing field. We're on the warning track just behind the Revs bullpen on the first base side. I want everyone to turn and look at that way. We see Chris in the distance, our head groundskeeper mowing the grass, but I want you to look at that gate and you see the number 405. Who knows what that means?
That's the
Yeah.
distance.
How many feet it is to get to the wall?
From where? From the plate, that's right. That is the distance from home plate to that outfield wall. 405 feet. I tell people all the time it may be minor league baseball, but there's nothing minor about the dimensions of the ballpark. 405 feet is Orioles Park at Camden Yards. It's a very typical professional baseball distance. One of the things you notice, though, is not only is it 405 feet, but that section of the gate is like 16 feet tall. So the reality is to hit the ball directly over that area, what we call the batter's eye on the fly, you really have to probably hit the ball more like 440 feet. Well, if you've ever watched the Major League Home Run Derby at the All-Star Game, you would know that 440 feet that's a tater. I mean, that's a Major League home run. There's only been about 20 or 25 home runs hit here that have gone directly over that batter's eye. The farthest home run I've ever seen hit here, you see where the York Excavating sign is on the wall? We actually had a ball that cleared over where that York Excavating sign is up there. So that's a pretty impressive shot.
But the
All right.
houses are safe.
Well, actually, we hit the houses regularly. So you see, there are houses out here in left field. It's a little hard to see. We finally got smart enough to put up a net back there. So what we have done with that net is protect the cars from broken windshields. However, it's definitely the case that sometimes the houses out there get hit on the fly. We'd actually replaced the siding on one of those houses at our expense just to be a good neighbor because it was so beaten up from all of the home run balls hitting it.
Wow.
When that happens a lot, honestly, is in batting practice.
Okay.
Because that's when these guys are just turning on the ball regularly and taking those batting practice pitches out there.
Will you ever get a electric sign?
You mean for on the wall?
Yeah.
I've actually got a bunch of plans, but I'm not giving them away right now. We have installed some additional digital advertising signs in the ballpark since we opened. I get that question, and it's really a fine line because I love this ballpark and I love the classic look of the advertising signs and the green, and I think this ballpark is particularly well done. I mean, it's not kind of garish and over the top. So I do want to be careful that we don't compromise sort of the wonderful atmosphere and feel of our ballpark with too much kind of flash and glitz and glitter.
Do you have one person back there, or are there more than one? Just so no one falls asleep on the job.
Yeah, no, just one.
one.
Although
Okay.
typically she has plenty of people looking over her shoulder. Of course, you can walk down behind that wall and
Okay.
actually watch the scorekeeper at work back there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's walk into this way.